Welcome to day 2 of our discussion on daily stress techniques. I'm Teresa Grieco. I am a functional and integrative nurse practitioner and traditional naturopath, and I specialize in helping those with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. In our previous video, we talked about the connection between stress and how that can really exacerbate and worsen the symptoms that we feel with fibromyalgia. I promised that we were going to start to introduce some simple techniques that can be done every day, several times a day if needed or desired, that will really help relieve the effects of stress in our body. Breathing is something we all do, except that when we're stressed, we often don't breathe the way we're supposed to. Think about it. If I'm tense and uptight and stressed, what do? I tend to hold my breath. Well, that actually worsens the sympathetic drive that we have going on. What we want is to focus on encouraging our body to move and our nervous system to move into parasympathetic, where we can be peace and at ease, rest and digest. When we have deep, mindful breathing, the nervous system is positively impacted. Deep breathing activates this parasympathetic that promotes this state of relaxation throughout the. Then shallow breathing, either breathing really shallowly or just holding our breath because we often forget to breathe when we're tense. That is what stimulates sympathetic. So deep breathing, really, 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 really beneficial and important. This can be done in a couple of different ways. I'm a singer, so I learned a long time ago how to do diaphragmatic breathing. That's just a fancy way of saying, I'm going to breathe with my belly and not my chest. When we take a deep breath, if we do it without thinking about it, we tend to take a deep breath and our shoulders go up. Except that that's not really getting us a deep breath. The diaphragm is the muscle that lies below the rib cage and underneath the lungs. And when we are able to lower our diaphragm, our lungs are able to expand more fully. The easiest way to practice this is put your hand on your belly. You can do it sitting up in a chair. It's easier to feel and notice when you're lying flat in a bed. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to do it sitting here in the chair. The idea is I'm going to push my hand out that's on my belly. I'm going to push it out with my stomach. And so I'm going to concentrate on breathing down through my belly, lowering my diaphragm, which is going to expand my lungs. So it's like this. Now you can't see my hands. I'm sure they're out of the video, but my hand raised up, my belly raised up or moved outward while I was doing the diaphragmatic breathing. When I'm breathing with my diaphragm, my belly is going to expand and my hand is going to lift up or away from my body. So that's one thing you can do. What I usually do is breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. I do it for like a minute or two at a time. In through the nose and out through the mouth. The next thing that we can do, very simple, you can incorporate the diaphragmatic breathing with it, but it's called box breathing, where you're going to breathe in through your nose to the count of 4. You're going to hold for the count of 4, and then you're going to exhale for the count of 4. And then you're going to pause, and you're going to do it again. So you're going to breathe in through your nose to the count of 4. Hold. And exhale. It's kind of hard to talk and do that at the same time, but you get the idea. In through the nose. Hold. And out. What I like to do is just a couple cycles of that. What it's doing is taking your mind off of the thing that's stressing you out. It's focusing it on your breathing, and that is actually calming your nervous system, and it's moving you away from sympathetic and into parasympathetic. What I often do is through my course of my day, I feel myself getting a little stressed out, and I realize, oh my gosh, I haven't been breathing. I'll just pause, take a minute and center my thoughts and just center my focus on my breathing. And then I'll do that box breathing and diaphragmatic breathing. You can do this anywhere you're at. I do it in the car sometimes when I'm in traffic and getting all fritzed out about, people cutting me off and driving in the city and so forth. I can do it here, right here at my desk. I do it all the time. And I actually work in my home. So you can do it at home too. The immediate effects is that I immediately feel myself start to center and I feel myself starting to calm down. I'm less anxious and I just really feel like the sense of peace that comes over me. There's lots of studies that have shown the power of deep abdominal breathing or deep diaphragmatic breathing. It increases oxygen flow, it increases ATP production, and stimulates parasympathetic. It stimulates the vagus nerve, which helps to regulate between sympathetic and parasympathetic. This all leads to overall better health. But for those with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, it improves pain, it improves sleep, it improves fatigue because we're getting more oxygen to our brain. I just encourage you to practice these every day. Take a couple moments in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, and practice your diaphragmatic breathing. Practice your box breathing. I hope this has encouraged you today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, or follow me. We have a new video coming out tomorrow. I will see you in another video, another technique that I'm going to be teaching you on how to manage your stress. I'll see you there.